Greetings everyone, my name is Shalja Mathur. As you all know, November is National Diabetes Month. Today we're doing something different. We're not doing a recipe, but I'm going to be talking about glycemic index. And this is a month to raise public awareness about diabetes, its risks, prevention, and the month highlights the importance of education, early detection, and management. And here at the Cooperative Extension of Somerset County, we've been very busy. For the last several years, I've been leading walks in the month of November, and this time I thought I'll do something different. So you all may know that November 14th is designated as World Diabetes Day. It is a day of global awareness, which is also the birthday of Sir Banting, who was the co-founder for insulin. And so today, I'm going to change gears and talk about glycemic index. This is a tool that is not used as commonly as counting calories or counting carbohydrates. What the glycemic index is that it ranks carbohydrate foods on a scale from 0 to 100. Now, this is based on how quickly they raise your blood sugar after you eat these foods. So the high glycemic foods are the ones that have an index of more than 100, which cause a really quick and high spike. The low foods are the ones that raise blood sugar levels slowly. So maybe I want you to think about GI like a speed limit for carbohydrate foods. And low GI foods drive slowly into your bloodstream, giving you a steady energy without a blood sugar spike. Now, why does the GI matter for people living with diabetes or pre-diabetes? So there have been several studies that have shown that if you choose low GI foods, they help reduce your post-meal spikes, which is the 2-hour blood sugar number once you test them after a snack or a meal. It also reduces your insulin sensitivity. So, sorry, not reduce, but improves. So it makes your insulin work better, so your blood sugar numbers look better. It also supports weight management, and it keeps you full for a longer time. Now, for people with diabetes and pre-diabetes, these steady blood sugar levels, they help prevent the complications, and also they make your day-to-day management much easier. But people have not been using this tool that much. So I wanted to bring this to front and center to your attention, and I'm going to share some examples of low glycemic foods, which are going to be your best choices. So most non-starchy vegetables kind of are at the top. Your beans, all kinds of lentils, whole grains. So your whole steel cut oats are a better choice than the quick ones. And then quinoa, barley, nuts, seeds, Greek yogurt, all kinds of low-fat cheese, sweet potatoes that are roasted. These are all low GI. So really, you should be adding these into your meals and snacks. And then in terms of high GI foods, of course, comes the white bread, the white rice, instant oatmeal, potatoes that are mashed or baked, sugary drinks, any kinds of baked goods, pastries with lots of sugar and lots of fat, any kind of processed snacks. So it could be all kinds of chips and crackers that make a part of our daily snacking. So just keep in mind some of these foods, and if you're not already putting them on your meal plans, start to think about swapping some of your other stuffs with these low GI foods. And I want to leave you today with some practical ways to use this glycemic index. So instead of memorizing the GI of every food, I want you to use these 3 simple strategies. So number 1, choose whole foods over processed foods. So definitely your whole grains, your vegetables, your whole fruits, always have a lower GI, so incorporate them more. Number 2 is pair your carbohydrate foods with protein or healthy fats. So like, for example, you could add nuts when you're eating any kind of fruit. You could add peanut butter to your whole grain toast. You could add beans to rice, and this kind of slows down the digestion, and it kind of reduces the overall GI of the snack or the meal. So then the third strategy is pay attention to the form of the food. So, cooking and processing can also raise the glycemic index of food. So pasta that's cooked al dente, and remember, whole grain pasta is a better choice, than the one that's cooked softer. Your instant oatmeal would have a higher GI than if you use the rolled ones or the steel cut ones. Remember, they take a longer time to cook and they have a high amount of fiber. Now, whole fruits are a much better choice than your fruit juice. So if you make some of these small changes, it'll make a big difference in your post-meal numbers. And today I'm speaking to anybody who's at higher risk for diabetes or is living with pre-diabetes or diabetes. In America, 8 out of 10 people are now living with pre-diabetes, and we wanted to do something to help people change that. So to summarize, the glycemic index is a simple guide that helps you choose carbohydrates that are kinder to your blood sugar. So focus on low GI foods, pair your carbohydrate foods with proteins, and choose less processed foods that can help you keep your blood sugar steady throughout the day, right? You don't really have to eliminate carbohydrates. You just have to pick better ones, and small changes in your choices can really improve your energy, prevent your spikes, and support better long-term health. So all of us living with diabetes, pre-diabetes, and those at high risk with diabetes, I hope that this will help you and help you to live healthier and longer. Thank you. See you next week, Friday at 11 o'clock.